Hello, wise investors. Welcome to another daily financial market report. And I'm going to start doing these a little early in the day for several reasons. One is because I find it better for our wise investors to get it as early as possible. I know there's a time difference for many of you around the world. We have people from all over the world, so depending on your time zone. But if I do it earlier for my time zone, it just turns out better. It won't cross over to the next day. And then also, it's better to really get all the research out of the way early in the day, and that'll free me up to do the other things I need to do here at Wynn University and all the other things that I'm doing alongside with that. So here we go. Let's take a look at this report and see exactly what's going on. I'm not going to go through this whole report. I made a mention yesterday that it would be unfair to the paid members if I show you guys all of the assets, every time I air this report on the internet, like on YouTube or wherever you guys are going to find this report, on whatever social media platform. So I'm just going to go over the calendar. I'll also go over the graph, so you can see how that's being charted through the MyFX book, the third-party website that analyzes your trades for you. And also, after this video, I'm going to make another video. It's going to be a tutorial on how to plug in your account to the MyFX book. I made mention about that a few videos ago, and I haven't done it yet, so I'll do that today. So the Forex market, we see some movements going upward a little, 47%, close to 50%. So that means there's about 14 perfectly aligned assets on our report. So close to 50%. So we're getting, it's trying to get out of the storm. We can see it climbing slowly but surely out of the storm. And we can also see that being reflected on our account as well. Okay, on both accounts. So we see that coming, and it's making its way. It's trying to creep up there out of the red zone. Okay. And let's see here. See if I could Forex market. Let's see if I go to. Oh wow. Okay, so definitely gonna have to change the fonts on these. Okay, commodities market. Okay. So let's look at the commodities market. We have something similar. We do see gold taking its position on. Gold is definitely taking its position in devaluation right now. Okay, I made a mention yesterday about that, and we have to go according to the numbers. We have to go according to the mathematics. We have to. Did you know math is the perfect language? It's the universal language. It is a perfect language. All right, there's another perfect language, but I don't want to get into all of that right now, because even making this statement is deep for most. 1 plus 1 is 2. So as simple as that might sound, as simple as it might sound, is very profound. Because what that statement is telling you is that there is an absolute truth. So 1 plus 1 is 2, and it can't be nothing else. Okay? So if you go against that, then you're in another state of consciousness, which is basically denial and falsehood. And so you're going to be in error. You're going to be in error. All right. So that's one thing I love about math. When you can use it and you can stick to it, and you can be sure for certain, if you got the formula right, you can be sure for certain that, hey, you have come across an absolute truth. Okay, so that's what we're dealing with when we're making these assessments and we're doing this research. Mathematics. That's why I could be so sure. I mean, not 100% confident. Did you hear that? Not 100% confident, because I haven't found the 100% perfect mathematical formula. So that's why. But I have found a pretty good formula that is close to 100%. It's not quite 100%, but it's close. Oh my goodness, it's close. So close. Absolutely close. Okay? I mean, it's like mind-blowing. Like, wow. Like, oh my goodness. Like, you just stumbled across an awesome discovery, right? I talk about that in my ebook as well. How I came across this whole thing was really by accident, which is so crazy because I came across 2 variations of it. But I don't believe in accidents. I'm just saying, I even use an example of I forget the scientist's name, but this is something that has happened throughout all human history. This isn't anything new or isolated only for me. People throughout history have come across certain things that they stumbled across, but they were meant to stumble across those things. They were meant to discover these things. So I honestly, truly believe I was meant to discover it. And it took me a while, it's still taking me a while to realize the whys behind it. But ultimately, it's a matter of just accepting that this is how it's supposed to be. So without getting too deep into this whole thing, but I said all of that to say this. You have to go according to the market's pattern. The pattern that's displayed on this report is all based on that. It's based on technical analysis. It's based on mathematics. So sometimes what you're going to find is, wait a minute, I'm taking these assets, these signals according to this report, but I'm not seeing this. I'm not seeing this yet. Pay attention to that key term, yet. But why? Why not yet? Well, pay attention. I explained the mathematics. That's also a synonymous to technical analysis. That's the technical analysis aspect of the market. Now, for every technical analysis, for every mathematical side of the equation, let's put it like that, you're going to have another side. So there's 2 sides to this coin. You follow me here? 2 sides to the very same coin. And that's the fundamental analysis. Okay. So you're going to have the technical analysis. You're going to have the fundamental analysis. You can't escape that. You have to deal with both, And what exactly is the fundamental analysis? Well, the fundamental analysis, that's the aspect of the market, which also is ingrained with this strategy. You can't escape it. It's all fused into one. That's the part that deals with the people, okay? That's the people aspect of things. The people aspect of things basically means that there's going to be emotions involved in this whole thing. You have the technical part. Just for the sake of example, to make it more clear in people's minds, you got the computer. Okay, the computer is just the technical part. The computer doesn't have any emotions, right? And it only crunches the numbers. Then you have the people side, which, has emotions, makes decisions based on feelings. So you have both involved here. I prefer to go with the computer side. So that's why the strategy is heavily technical. But there's no way that I can escape the people side. Why is that, you may ask? Well, that's because there's people involved in the market. Remember, there's people that are buying and selling here. People are making these exchanges with each other across the world through the internet. Human beings are doing this. So you can't escape that aspect of it. It's ingrained in it. Okay, so just like everything else, we're involved in every aspect of life. But then there's another aspect to those things that we're involved in. And that's the part that's the absolute part, that we can't touch. But somehow, some way, they're all intermingled together. That's just what it is. So you're going to see at times, like for gold, for example, if you're going to go with the fundamental analysis aspect of it, you better just know what you're doing. I'm not against it. I know that there are folks out there that see it as one way, and that's great. That's the fundamental side, but you better know and better come up with a strategy that's going to help you understand what to do and how to approach it and how to make it profitable for you. If it's based on some kind of sound system that you develop, then good for you. I hope it works. Make sure it's consistent and make sure it works not only short term, but long term. That's very important too. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Let's go to the next part of this because I think I kind of went on it was a necessary rant. All right. The cryptocurrency. I'm going to have to blur some of this. Okay, there you go. The cryptocurrency aspect. Guys, it's looking good for us. Wise investors. I've mentioned this before. It's looking great for us, wise investors. It's not looking too wonderful for those cryptocurrency fundamental analysis traders or investors. Unless they're a wise investor and they understand the whole long-term aspect of things and they're not over leveraging themselves. If you don't understand anything I'm saying, and I'm talking it sounds like I'm talking a whole different language to you, don't get frustrated. Just be patient. The same way I talk about being patient in the market, be patient with learning, be patient with understanding these concepts, read the ebook, reach out, ask questions. I mean, I know it's been a little bit difficult to get a hold of me, and I had to do a whole cleanup. Okay, this is a huge cleanup process, but it's going to be well worth it. Okay, and it's not for everybody. it's not for everybody. Sometimes I have to question myself, like, oh my goodness, what did I get myself into? Is this, right for me? Am I, you know? But again, that goes back to accepting my destiny and all that stuff. Okay. I got to use and utilize everything that's been given to me appropriately. I got to use it wisely myself. Okay. I have to practice what I preach. Let's put it like that. Or I'll be in much, much more, jeopardy. Okay. So, cryptocurrency market, for the wise investors, it's looking wonderful. It's looking great. Okay. Those of you who are rooting for the long term of cryptocurrency, of course, don't base it on, there's so many fundamental analysis traders out there. There's some technical analysis traders out there, but hopefully you have a system that works. This one works very well for cryptocurrency. In fact, I can go into some actual charting data analysis. In fact, I'll do that. I'll make a cryptocurrency series. I was supposed to do that anyways. It's called Safe Crypto Growth. But I'll incorporate some analysis on this most recent move on the cryptocurrency and how we were able to profit from it, how we were able to make the moves that we made according to this report, which is based on the strategy, the Forex Helper strategy. Let me go a little faster, okay? Because I think this one's going a little bit longer than expected, okay? And cryptocurrency, let's see, last but not least is the indices market. Okay, indices market. So here we see, again, something similar to the Forex market, but this one actually reached the 50% mark. The Forex market was like 47. We saw the commodities market kind of. So we're starting to see this trend take place in a lot of these markets where they're starting to go up. Like S&P 500, we're starting to see that actually pull through. We're starting to see Dow Jones pull through. NASDAQ isn't falling as hard, but it's not pulling through yet. Not the NASDAQ. We're starting to see like the UK 100. That's really starting to pull through. What else? Let's see if I can remember. I'm trying to go off the top of my head here. The Australian market, we were starting to see that pull through. So they're starting to pull through on current market movement. A lot of them. There's some stressors there. The dollar pulled through. In fact, I got to make some more videos. There's a lot of videos that I'm behind on. And I have to make those videos. I'm going to hopefully make them today. I'm going to make the effort to do that today. But I do have a couple of meetings today, but I could probably fit in a couple of videos before that time. Because these other videos that I have to do, I have to do them. I got to get these other series started. I'm talking about those series that are in the investment arena of the Win University. Okay. Now, let us go to the charting. And before that, actually, I was looking at some accounts here. One of the accounts that we're trading for. This one was the one from yesterday. It went up quite a bit. Okay, went up quite a bit. Yesterday it was like $47. They're at $159. It's account management. Okay, it's a real account. You can see that here. It's live. It's real. And that's where they are right now. So they're pretty happy with their profits. And we're at 2,000 margin level percent. We're going to stay there. No need to go over leverage. No need to do that. And yeah, so that's pretty much what I wanted to show there. And we're going to see some other assets gain in value. Give it some time. They're like seeds that need to grow. All right, let me see. Let's go to my FX book website, go to portfolio, and let's see how we're doing here. So we have 2 current market movement accounts, 1 current market value account, and we definitely see some movements here. This current market, the purple one here, that's the one that didn't update yesterday, so it updated today, and look at that, another shape. And some of you guys are like, oh, I could hear some of you guys, oh my goodness, look at that, oh my, oh no. If you're responding like that, then you're not yet to look at it from a wise perspective, right? Because you can see here, you have up, down, up, 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 down, up. So we already know that there's going to be a down, right? Remember, that's just the basic concept of the market. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Now, I know some of you guys are like, how come the other one, if this is current market movement, why isn't that really up, down? It is. But the thing about that one is we don't close out the trades with the amount of frequency like this current market movement. We close these out so that we can show the frequency of the movements, if that makes sense. This one, same thing. So what you'll notice is something here. Let's actually look into it, okay? Yeah, this video is a little long, but hey. For those wise investors that want to learn, I know you appreciate the length of the video. That's fine. So this was updated an hour ago, okay, on my FX book. All right. So what we have here, this is what we saw, the purple one, okay? And we have up, down, up, down, up, and down. So what we have here, we're at a 11% growth or 11% equity right now. So if I were to liquidate this whole account, we would be 11% more profit than what we started out with. This is a plus. This is a positive, okay? And this would also, we're at 25% at the highest point, but currently it's at 11. So if we were to liquidate it, it would be at 11. All right. The most highest we was at 25. Okay. Let's take a look at the other one so we can compare the same thing, which is the blue one. See, CMM account, high lot size, current market movement strategy. Same thing. Just different names. But this one, I forgot what it was before. It was like at 6%. So we're seeing an overall 12% growth. So that's great. Okay, so it's about the same. This was updated an hour ago as well. So pretty much about the same, around 10. If we were to liquidate this one, it would be at 10.74. So close to 11% growth, a little under 11% growth. At the highest point of that was 12%. So you can see they're giving you just about the same results. Just about the same results. All right. And that I'm going to end right here. I'm going to end this video on that final point. So remember that there are fundamental analysis and there's technical analysis. Both of them work side by side together. Okay? But just make sure, whichever side you're going to pick, make sure you come up with a system that's going to be profitable. And if you can't or haven't come up with a system or don't know how to, you can use our system. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing, so you can see how our system produces results. Okay? All right. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. My name is Gabriel. And remember, only winners beginners invest in their minds for wiser returns.